Hello guys, in today's video we're checking out our year in review that is available now from Todoist. So without further ado, let's dive into today's video. Now, if you haven't checked out your year in review, if you're a Todoist user, you can find it in the link in the description. Click it, it will be launching today. So that's a great way to go and check out how your year went. Now, I always like doing this one. I totally forgot about it this year, and then someone mentioned it on Twitter, and I was like, oh my God, I should check it out. Now, I have taken a peek at my numbers, but maybe this will be good for you to be able to analyze your own numbers, but maybe you can gain value from looking at mine. So let me guide you through what this offers. So you can see here that you've got Francesco, we're wishing you a magical 2020. Really love the animations on here. You can actually get this this wallpaper as a wallpaper on your iPhone or Android phone, which is awesome. So that's something that you can check out. Now, first out, you sort of hit the fact of how many tasks you completed in 2019. Now, this seems massively high. That's 14,000, but apparently it's only 368 more tasks than in 2018. But I think what I introduced in 2019 at least was more weekly reviews. So I was clearing out and ticking off most of my tasks as I wasn't archiving them, so they would be flagged as completed tasks. So as you can imagine, that's I guess good news and a good way to sort of evaluate it. So here what you get is you get an average of how many tasks you complete per day. Now, I think this is definitely off for me, not because of the data's off, but 39 tasks per day seems to be, for example, I only add about up to 10 tasks in my today area. So chances are this is going to be me ticking them off in inbox or ticking them off inside of the weekly review area. So that sort of made the average a little bit different. 276 tasks. Again, I may be doing like, say, 20 per day, but on Thursdays when I do my weekly review, that's massively higher. So I guess that brings that average up with 1,000 tasks a month, pretty high. Now, as you can see here, the 5% of your complete tasks were top priority. Now, this is something that I probably need to improve on next year. I seem to be more aggressive, 39% or 41%. So you can see here, 39%. So I was doing like lighter tasks, which I shouldn't necessarily be doing. So next year, I'd hope this number is much smaller with the red being higher because I want to complete major tasks. And you can see here, 41% were P4, and I never ever bring anything into my today area without a one of the P's, P3, P2, P1. So these 41% of my tasks that were completed were actually in the weekly review or inbox area. So I can see that, these, I'd say, that's 60% of my tasks. So if we go back up to this number, I can say, quite clearly, I probably only completed about 7,000 tasks, roughly. So it says here that my most productive month was November. It is great here seeing actually and giving yourself a bit of an analysis. For example, January seemed fairly flat for me last year, but I always see that obviously this is holiday time, had an operation here as well, so massively down. But then I knew that I had a run up till Christmas after I came back from Israel, so I was like, right, let's get as much done as possible. So you can start to see a bit of an outline of how your year looked. So try and do that and plot against where you think things were. And you can sort of map out life events as well. Now, you've accomplished most tasks on a Wednesday. As I said, Wednesday, Thursday are my week reviews. So you can see here that's massively. And obviously that drop off on Saturday and Sunday because I don't necessarily do tasks then. So these were only like light weekend tasks. And it looked like, based on my task sort of calendar, I peaked at 3 p.m. And that normally means that I've completed most tasks then. So I don't see any change of the data. But you can see here that it looks like I started sort of ticking off tasks in the morning, but then I really was ticking the most of the tasks off by the end of the day. I like to sort of tone down by this sort of time. I try not to do as much here, but this peak here is EastEnders, which is a UK program. So you can see here that I actually was spending a lot of time just ticking off tasks or maybe doing stuff during EastEnders and then sort of, relaxed for the rest of the evening. So your most productive day of the year was November the 13th. So apparently that was the most busiest day. That was probably a nice big update with 195 tasks. And you postponed the most tasks on Wednesdays and at 4 p.m. That looks like when I do my weekly review, I guess, that I was just postponing them to another day. Your daily goal was 14. Daily goal was 14 complete tasks, and your longest streak was 96 days. So 96 days, that's pretty good. But apparently it didn't do very well. I think I didn't switch off then. So that's a shame. But you can see the longest weekly streak was 24 weeks. I've had a weekly streak of like a mad amount, but I need to check up. You complete 333 days tasks on those days. So that's my sort of outline. I really like the data this year that you can sort of get on your account. And this is how many karma points I did it. And it puts me in the top 1%. You're in the top 1,000. Okay, that's cool. So they actually add number of what percentage you are in. Oh, thank God I'm in the top 1,000. So your productivity rewards, you get a couple of rewards. You get an exclusive Todoist wallpaper. As I said, you can download it for iPhone. It's a beautiful wallpaper. I actually really like it. And they actually have added some sort of pro ways to upgrade. So you can get 50% off Cloud App, which is a great app. $100 in Twist Unlimited credits. So if you want to start out with your team, 3 months free of 1Password. That's a pain because I just started it, but hey ho. Rescue Time Premium, Shift Advanced, and Freedom Yearly, which is a decent one too. So that's the Todoist Year in Review. If you want to check yours out, it's available in the link in the description. But I think it's a great way to be able to see how you've done in a year. You can really analyze your numbers and see where you can maybe improve for this year. I know for this year, I need to do more archiving in my weekly reviews. I need to be a bit more fine-tuned in my evening activity, making sure I take time off to do not much in the evenings. And also maybe set a specific time every single week that I do my weekly reviews so that I have a fixed number so it's not too sporadic. So guys, thank you very much. I hope this was useful. Check out yours below and please do subscribe if you're brand new. Cheers everyone. Bye.